Alright, that took a while. I don't know why, but that took probably about 10 minutes to get this live to actually turn on. Still ain't seeing any commentary or visits or likes or anything on my page, but still gonna load these up anyway. On the quick shoulder routine, nothing fancy, but I just do it. Shoulders and chest, really. Three main motions. I'll probably throw in some triceps. I'll usually hit my triceps just to warm them up, especially if it's a push day. Why? Because elbows are important. So, warm them up, see what they got to say if we go in heavy, really heavy, or just pump it. Same with anything I usually do. Light set first, or some kind of something first, just to test the waters. And all according to how we feel. It'll usually be some kind of a pump day, but I still like to go hard. I still like to go heavy. So that's the way I usually do it. Usually pronated, neutral, and then reverse. I didn't put the grips on, so I'll do the first two. When I say make some, you say noise. Make some. Make some. Reverse. So, only a warm up. If it's triceps day, I either usually go heavier or I might mix it up. Might do like say a straight set to 30 without stopping. Still probably doing the full, neutral, burn, reverse. Or I might just do, I don't know, just mix it up. Choose one at a time. Sometimes I'll only do one motion. If I'm doing one, it's more than likely either going to be neutral when I actually got the cables in the gym. But sometimes they got those little rowing bars to use like for curls and other stuff like that. Maybe like this long. I just use those. Down and flip them backwards. 15, 15, 10, 10, 10. Or I might just do a burnout with either one. I don't know. Triceps ain't that fancy with me. Unless I get to doing the overheads and stuff like that. But that's rare. What's next though? Shake it up, baby, now. Twist and shout. Charlie, say what's the price? Well, that's usually shoulders. I don't know. I probably won't stretch today. I hadn't really done any chest since last time I did my set of push-ups. But what is going to be different today, I'm going to do 2 sets of push-ups. First set, regular push-ups, which I intentionally don't really do that much because I really try and focus mainly on upper chest if it's pump days. But I still do get some upper chest when I do regular push-ups. But I said I try to keep them to a minimum so that I will actually feel it across the whole chest when I do them. And then I'll probably throw in my usual regular, finish off with some upper chest, whatever I can get. I don't really expect to do more than maybe 30 and 30, if that. If I go over, lower push-ups, regular push-ups are usually a little bit easier for me. But still ain't really expecting to do more than maybe 40 of those at the most, if that. But let's see. Now I'm gonna try and max out. When I start feeling it burning, I mean that tells me there's only a few more left in the tank. So I don't overdo it. Why? Because overdoing it causes you have to sit down and heal sometimes. That gets boring. Probably talking to one of the actual few children that actually used to go to school for playtime. Yeah, school, you gotta read and learn and all them kind of things. But mainly I used to go for playtime, lunchtime, break time, and whatever after school sports and stuff. That's the main reason I used to like to go to school. All the rest of the stuff, that's what everybody go for. So let me get to it. All right, 35 on the first lap. I probably would get squeezed out another 2 or 3 more, but it's not that important. That's the thing with push-ups. Them extra 1 and 2, 2 and 3, you can put them in, and it feels good mentally, but physically, it doesn't really make that much more difference. The difference, the prayer tells you when you need to do more. You got God telling you in your routine, programming your routine. If you're lucky enough, fortunate enough to feel that way, you don't know better than him. I ain't gonna say I do. For sense would that make? I did not know how to make myself. So that tells me right off the bat, I don't know everything about me, and I am me. Okay, round two, and that'll be it for today. All right, it's 20. Mixed in a few towards the end, some pressure push-ups. Is when you don't just focus on up and down, you actually try and push yourself up, like with force. So it's as close as you can get to a heavy bench with their own body weight. You see them guys sometimes in person doing all that bouncing up the ground and dropping into their push-ups. That's where you get power from instead of just pump. And I threw in a little jackknife, and then I don't know whatever you call those other ones, like the seesaw, dolphin-looking style kind of ones. Yeah, doing one or two of those at the end, the last one or two. I don't usually do those, but sometimes when you're doing push-ups, you got to get creative and mix it up to, feel some things from different angles instead of just a regular up, down, up, down. Let me think before I close this out. Anything else I might want to do? No, good for right now. Grunge out.